Welcome to the Morinville Community Library's Cozy Corner Craft Time. My name is Ginger and I work at the Morinville Library. Sometimes I read stories during Cozy Corner. This week we are making cats as a craft because our stories are about cats and dogs. We want to very much thank ACI Architects Inc. for sponsoring our craft bags. This week's craft will have the following things in it. So you should check in your bag and make sure you have these things. A black heart. A black piece of paper that opens like windows. A long, skinny, black piece of paper. Two very small, house-shaped black pieces of paper. Two smaller yet pink pieces of paper that look like houses. A very small pink circle. If you don't find that pink circle in your bag, you can cut out your own very small pink circle. And two white circles. In addition to the things that you find in the bag, you will need a few other things. One, a trusty bottle of white glue. Some markers. And a white pencil crayon or a yellow pencil crayon, something with a light color. We're going to be using that for drawing whiskers on this cat. So those are the things you need. Take a minute to get them. And then we're going to start making the craft. We're going to start with the piece of paper that folds like windows. And we're going to take our glue and we're going to put a lot of glue all over one outside part of the window flap. So we're not putting any glue on this side. We're not putting any glue underneath. The glue is going on the top, on the outside of one flap. So I'm going to do that right away. That's what I'm doing here. Taking my glue and I like using dots of glue. It's not so messy as big swoops of glue. So there, I have my glue on the one side of the flap. I'm closing my glue lid for now. The next step is to take the other flap, pull it like this until it's right on top of the glued flap. And then you squeeze it shut. So it will look like this if you did it right. It looks like a little tunnel. So you've covered up all those glue dots that we made. I'm going to, after that, put it down and let it sit there ready to dry. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the cat's face. So we're taking our black heart and we're putting it upside down. And we're going to glue our two eyes onto the cat's face like that. So that's our next step. So I'm going to do that right away. I'm putting like a dot of glue or two dots of glue on each eye. I'll show you what I'm doing. So here we go. Here's one white piece of circle. Putting a dot of glue on there. And then I'm putting my eye. We'll turn it. This is so, remember that it's going to be upside down. So I'm turning it your way. One eye there. And another eye there. Next, we're going to be making the ears while we're letting those eyes dry. So the ears are these little black house shapes. We're going to be putting a little bit of glue onto one of the pink little house shapes, and we're going to stick it in the middle of black house shape. So something like this. The glue is here on the pink house shape. We're going to match it up with the black house shape, and now we have an ear that looks like that. And we're going to do that 2 times. So I'm going to quickly put some glue on a pink house shape, stick it on a black house shape, and now we have 2 ears for our cat. So those 2 ears are going to need to be glued so that they go underneath about just a little bit above where the eyes are so that our cat has ears. So to do that, we're going to put a little bit of glue right at the bottom edge of the house shape like that. I'm going to move this right up here so you can see it. And then we're going to take our heart that's upside down, and we're going to just put this underneath the heart a little bit like that. So our cat ends up with an ear. And then we'll do the same thing with the other one. So again, a little bit of glue on top of the side with the pink house. And we're going to slide it underneath the heart like that. Press down. So now we have something that's starting to look like a cat. Now I want to color my cat eyes. I don't want to color the whole thing. That isn't how I want it to look. My eyes for my cat are going to be green, and I'm going to kind of color a little oval shape in there. So that's what you can do. You could pick whatever color you want your cat eyes to be. There are mine. Next, after you have your eyes done, we're going to use that little pink dot that we have. Put a dot of glue, that's our nose. If you don't find that little pink dot in your bag because it's so small, you can cut out your own, or you could use a pink marker and draw a little wee circle like that. So now my cat face is starting to look more like a cat. The next step is to put on the whiskers. So I have my white pencil crayon, or you could use yellow, or you could use gray. It's something that'll show up on the black. And I'll show you first here. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 whiskers and 1, 2, 3 whiskers. So I'm going to do it now so you can see me do it. 1, 2, 3. So they don't touch the nose, they are close to the nose. Or you can do it however you want. It's your cat. 1, 2, 3. And then that's good enough for a face, but if you really want to, you could draw a little curved line like this, a little curved line like that, and make a little shape like that. Now your cat has a cute little mouth looking like this. Okay, but you don't have to use the mouth part. You can just have the whiskers and it's still pretty cute. Now, the next thing is we're going to need a tail, and the tail will go on the back of this. Now, this tail's pretty long. You have a couple of things you could do. You could curl it, which is what I'm going to do. And so, or you could cut off a piece if you'd rather have a shorter tail. Those are a couple of things. So I'm just going to take my circle, wrap it around my 2 fingers. Now, it's not really a circle, it's a straight line, but it's going to become a circle. So now I have more of a curled tail. And I'm going to put some glue on this part of the tail. So we'll do that right away. You can see the glue there. And then this is going onto our tunnel at the back. So if I show it to you from this side, the tail goes on like that. You have to hold it for a little while to get it to stay. And then that's going to be the tail. And you can curl it some more after if you want. You can cut it off after if you want. It's whatever you think. Okay, so I have my tail ready to go in the middle of my black tunnel. So the next step is to glue on your cat's head. So you can glue it right on like that, just a little bit above the bottom of your tunnel so the head doesn't hang down. Just like that. And then you'll have this cute little cat. So you don't want a lot of glue. And your best idea is really to put the glue on the tunnel near the bottom, but not at the bottom, and not too high up or your cat head will look kind of funny. And then once you have a little bit of glue, you can stick your cat head on there wherever you would like it to go. And so mine is here. My cat has a tail. And there's our Cozy Corner craft for the week. Hope you have fun making it. Let us know how it goes. You could even send us a picture to the library if you like. Bye for now.